Do you have systems in your business that create angry customers? And if you do have systems in your business that create angry customers, whose fault is that? Is it your fault? Is there something you can fix? Let's talk about that.
Alpha Male 2.0. Freedom-focused lifestyle design for men. We do 5 videos a week here on how to make both your business life and woman life more free, because you need both. If you subscribe to this channel, leave a like on this video, and leave a comment on this video, you will automatically be entered into the regular drawing for my online video course on how to create location-independent income, normally $1,400. We regularly announce the winners at the community feed at this channel.
I'm going to tell you a story. Matter of fact, 2 stories. And this is stories from the same industry. This is the public storage industry. This is when you have a public storage unit. You rent a public storage unit. Very popular business, at least here in the United States. And many years ago, we had a storage. This is when I was married the first time. We had a storage unit. And with some extra crap in there back before I established a more minimalist lifestyle. I had a bunch of garbage and crap when my kids were little. It was a nightmare. So I had this storage unit. And I remember how much it was, maybe $80 a month or something. And I paid every month, had it for about a year. And one day I got a letter in the mail from these people, and it said, your account is seriously delinquent. If we do not receive payment in, I forget the number, 3 days or 4 days, something like that, we will break the lock on your unit and we will sell everything in your unit. I went, holy shit. Have I not paid this bill in 4 months? This is really bad. And I went and looked up, and I had made some kind of bookkeeping error. I was 3 days late on my payment. 3 days late. And here is this giant letter saying I'm seriously delinquent. 3 days late? And I had never been late before. It'd been 8-9 months. I'd never been late. So I was kind of scared. I don't want them to take my stuff. So I drove down there. I was on a way to something else. Walked into the office, put the letter down on the lady's table, and there she was there. And I said, this says I'm seriously delinquent. She goes, that's right. I said, I'm 3 days late. So 3 days late is seriously delinquent? And she immediately blew up. She goes, well, if you read your lease, and she raised her voice, started yelling at me. And I said, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're correct. If I read my lease, it would state this. I've been a customer of yours for a year. I have never been late one time. I made a slight bookkeeping error, and I was 3 days late on one bill one time in a year. And you send me this threatening letter about how you're going to crack open my thing and sell all my stuff, and now you're raising your voice at me when I bring it to your attention. Does that make sense? I said to her. I mean, just human being to human being. Does that make sense to you? And she's like, what? And she started yelling at me again. I paid the bill, and that weekend I rented a truck, and I went in and I pulled all the stuff out and I put it in my garage and I shut down the unit, and I vowed to never use a storage unit ever again. Unfortunately, life sometimes doesn't cooperate, and just a few years ago, I sold my house, and the new house was not yet ready. So Pink Firefly and I had to live in a third location for a few weeks. It was actually over Christmas break. So unfortunately, I didn't want to do this. I was really reticent about it, but I had to do it, and no option. We had to get a storage unit again for just a month. It was just for a month. So we get the storage unit. And I'm like, I hope that experience was just a one-time thing, and she was just a bitch, and that was just a strange company, and this will never happen again. One day, when we were moving things around, I needed to go get something at the storage unit. So I drove out at night, and it was about 9 p.m., and I drove up to the gate, and there was a sign saying the storage park or storage unit area was going to close at 9 p.m. I went, oh shit. And I looked at my clock, it was 8:55. I went, damn. I said, well, I made it just on time. Cool. And I didn't plan this, just how it worked. And so I went in, and I figured if it was past 9 and I was in there, it would still let me out. So I went in, I said, I'm going to be a few minutes, I just need one item. Went in, got my item, unlocked it, locked it again, get back in my car, drive out to the gate, put in the code for the gate to open to let me out. The code would not work. Tried it again. Code doesn't work. The gate doesn't budge. Tried it again. Doesn't work. I'm doing the code right. And I said, wait a minute. There's no way this company would set it up where literally they're going to lock people in to the area to spend the night there in their cars because of 1 minute late or what have you. Certainly, I mean, any normal rational business system would be that you would let people out, just not let people in. Certainly that's not the case here. So I tried it again. It doesn't work. I'm literally locked in here. 9 p.m. It's dark, it's cold, it's winter. Great. So I get out of my car. I walk around as best I can. I look for an after hours phone number. Certainly any normal run business would have some kind of 24-hour phone number to help customers who have this problem. Certainly they've had this problem many times. I am not the first person this has happened to. Are you kidding? All the trashy people who tend to use storage units? Oh my God, are you serious? Dude, okay. So I'm looking around for an 800 phone number, a 24-hour phone number. There's none. So I pull out my phone, I look up the phone number for the office, because the office is just right through the doors there, and I call the number and we are closed. We're open from 8 to 5. That doesn't make any sense. How am I supposed to get out of here? So I look for a switch. Certainly, there must be some kind of dead man switch or a lever, a manual switch where I can manually open it from the inside to let me out. I look around, there's nothing like that. I put my flashlight on my phone, I'm looking around, there's literally nothing. I'm literally locked in here. So the only other option I've got is the house where the office was located inside the gate. Hopefully there's someone there who can let me out. So I go up to the house and I look in. It's all dark, no one's in there. I look in somewhere else. No, I look in, there's like a kitchen and there's like a living room and I don't see any lights. So I knock on the door. Knock, 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 knock. I don't bang on the door. I knock on the door like a normal knock. This is important later. I knock on the door. Nothing happens. I knock on the door one more time. No one comes. I'm like, fuck. So I go back out to my car. I'm trying to figure out what to do. A guy comes out of the house dressed in his sweats and pajamas, right? And he has this furious look on his face. And he comes up and says, "Don't bang on my door." I did not bang on his door. I knocked. I said, "I didn't bang on your door. I knocked on your door. Your system will not let me out. I'd like to get out." He goes, "Well, you can see with the sign, we close at 9. I said, "I understand you're closed. I'm not trying to get in after 9. I was trying to get out after 9. He goes, "That's right. You knew we closed." This is what he said. And he's raising his voice like this. "You knew we closed at 9, so you came just a few minutes early because you knew we closed at 9. Totally incorrect. I had no idea when they closed. I was shocked they closed that early. I said, "No, I just happened to get here at 8:55. And I figured there'd be some way to let me out because I figured it would be insane to lock your customers inside your gate because you would have this problem." He's like, "Don't ever bother me ever again. If you bother me one more time, I'm going to kick you out of here." And he starts yelling and screaming at me. I said, I'm not going to argue with the guy. I'm Malcolm Independent. I said, "That's fine. Just to let you know, I'm a business consultant. I've been working with companies for 25 years, including Fortune 500 companies. I work on systems management, productivity, all that good stuff. The fact that you don't have any sort of system in your company where you can let people out, a 24-hour phone number, a dead man lever where you can open up the gate, a manual switch where you can open up the gate, the fact that the only option you have after locking customers in, which by the way is stupid, but okay, the only option you leave people is to come knock on your door and interrupt you, which clearly makes you very upset, means your business is set up completely incorrectly." And he starts yelling and screaming. I said, "Have a nice night." And I left. He let me out and I left. And thank God, within 2 weeks, we moved to a new house, closed down the storage unit. This goes to show that the storage unit industry is fucked. But I could talk about a lot of different industries that are fucked. My point is, in both cases, these businesses had systems set up in their companies specifically designed to piss everyone off, to piss off the customer and piss off their employees. And numerous companies, including small businesses, including many Alpha 2.0 companies, including online companies, have systems in the business that are actually designed to make people pissed off. They're actually designed to cause problems. And if your business has systems like this, then when you get screaming, ranting, angry customers, guess whose fault it is? It's your fault. It's your fault as the business owner because you've set up systems in your company to create angry customers. Now, I'm not talking about the random 1 or 2% crazy customers who are mad about everything. I mentioned them on a prior video. Matter of fact, I'll link that video at the end of this video. I'm not talking about if someone on your staff makes a mistake and pisses off an individual customer. I'm not talking about that. That's part of business. That's part of being a human being. Humans make mistakes. I'm talking about when you have systems in your company that are actually designed to fuck shit up. And it is decently likely that your business, either your business now or maybe a business you are planning, will have or has currently systems like that now. If you have a recurring complaint regarding a system in your business from either your staff, if you have subcontractors, or your customers, that is a strong indication that you've got something seriously wrong in your company that you need to fix. In both of these cases with both of these storage units, and by the way, these were completely different companies in completely different cities that had nothing to do with each other. That's just that for some reason that industry is very uptight. Both of these storage unit companies had systems locked in that they were probably forced to use because they were probably franchisees that were designed to cause problems that made them, the people in the company, pissed off, as well as inconveniencing and pissing off their customers. Lose-lose. You have to make sure that every system in your business is designed to get from A to B as quickly as possible with the least amount of hassles both for your customers and for your staff. Both of those things. And if you don't, that's your fault. In both of these cases, it was the fault of these business owners that they were doing this. Do you think I would ever own a business where I would routinely lock my own customers inside a gate and design? First, I would never do that. But let's say I had to do that for some kind of legal reason. Do you think I would then not provide any system for these people to get out of the gate other than to come bang on? I didn't bang. Knock on my window. I'm sure. Now, the reason he said bang on my window is I'm sure other people had done that because they had no other option. Do you think I would ever own a business like that? Even if I was an Alpha 2.0, even if I believed in location-dependent income, which I don't, but even if I did, do you think I would ever own a business with a system like that guaranteed to piss everybody off? No, I wouldn't. And you shouldn't either. So be very aware of this in your business. Your business is designed of processes and systems, and they should all be designed to get from A to B with minimal hassle, for both those groups, your customers and your staff. And your staff includes you as the business owner, because when you start a new business, you are the staff, right? So you want to make sure you don't inconvenience yourself. I have consulted with hundreds of companies. I have seen numerous companies, small businesses, medium-sized companies, and large companies that have systems that actually fuck up their own employees and fuck up the owners and fuck up the customers. You don't want to do that. If you need more help with designing your own location-independent Alpha 2.0 business, you can join my SMIC program. That is my audio training and mentorship program at joinsmic.com. Otherwise, you can click this video here on how to handle angry customers and the 3 different types of angry customers. Or you can click this video here for the best single time management technique there is. I will see you in the next video.